Thursday, June 24th, 1993 on John and Leeza from Hollywood. The producers of Home Alone bring you their newest movie idea, Dennis the Menace. And we've got Dennis's movie mom, Leah Thompson. She went from overweight nurse to centerfold. How she did it from Flaxen. What happens when you pick 7 strangers to live together for 6 months and video every minute of it? From MTV, The Gang from Real World 2. And Sam Rubin on why Clint Eastwood's keeping quiet. And why Luke Perry has his own version of 3 Little Pigs. Welcome, John Tesh and Leeza Gibbons from Hollywood.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Hi, folks. Thanks for joining us today. Wow, good day. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I've recovered from my bout with Jordy, the 5-year-old from yesterday's show.
Jordy was a learning experience for us all.
For those of you who didn't see it, we had a 5-year-old on the show who was a #1 recording artist in 14 countries.
Yeah.
Who pretty much just ate us for lunch out here.
He sang, what was the song? It's tough to be a baby or something like that.
Yeah.
We realized, yeah,
it is tough to be a baby.
It is tough. He was adorable, though. I've got stuff to share with you today,
Share with
John,
me. Share with me.
I know a lot of you guys, maybe your kids are playing a lot of baseball this summer, and I have the coolest bit of information for you. Did you know that if you put a baseball in your microwave oven with a cup of water, that you can hit it further? This is a true fact.
Doesn't it take more of a swing to get the microwave off the tee, though?
There is that.
I did not know that.
See, that's an amazing bit of information. But
I did not know that.
But wait, there's more.
Yes.
If you're a ham radio operator, Marlon Brando is into ham radios. He is an operator, and you can call him like we could call him right now because I've got his number, his call letters. His call letters are F08GJ. Now, that is true if you want to get in touch with Marlon Brando.
Attention all ham radio operators.
Are you impressed? Here's where I got this stuff. This book called Biggest Secrets. This guy, William Poundstone's a guest on our show today. He wrote a book called Bigger Secrets, and now he's got The Biggest Secrets. And it's stuff like that. Really interesting stuff.
I've read that book.
I know you've scoured it. I saw you reading it.
I grabbed it out of the producer's office and was looking at this stuff. There's a thing about spam in there. Do the one...
Think about spam?
As there should be. Do the one about the lifesaver.
Well, oh yes, there's a very interesting thing. If you take a lifesaver, it has to be a wintergreen lifesaver. But if you take it, and if you bite into it at night, the thing will spark. Try it at home. Important safety tip. It has to be dark.
Imagine the possibilities. Attention, Boy Scouts.
There you go. All that
you no longer have to rub sticks together. But before William Poundstone, who wrote this book, gets out here later, I want to go over the spam thing. Because there's a whole chapter in this book, right here, on mystery meats.
You're upset about this, too, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, because I as a Boy Scout, I used to eat spam a lot, and now I know what's in there.
And we'll share this with you. We'll share this with you.
Now, did you know that we're celebrating the 100th the 100th anniversary of the invention of the Ferris wheel by George Washington Gale Ferris, or Gale Ann Hurd? I can't remember which one it is. No, it's George Washington Gale Ferris.
How are we celebrating this 100th
Well,
anniversary?
there is a guy. I'm glad you asked that question because there is a gentleman in Orange County, in the Orange County Fairgrounds via satellite. He has already broken the record once for sitting in a Ferris wheel, and he's there now. And we have him via satellite, won't you know?
As he's going around.
Jeff Block. Jeff, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Now, how long have you been sitting in that thing?
I got on last Thursday at 2 p.m.
And how long are you going to go for?
I will be stepping off July 25th, a Sunday at 2 p.m.
Jeff, you sound a little stunned. Are you okay?
No, I'm just tired.
Well, do you ever get to sleep while that thing is moving?
No, it's interesting, but it's not my living.
Jeff, what do you do for a living, Jeff?
I'm a custodian for Fullerton College.
So are you on sabbatical?
Unpaid leave of absence.
Taking a leave of absence, okay.
You know, the big question burning in everyone's mind right now is, what do you do when nature calls?
Good question.
When you, how do you, well, what do you do? Oh, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you able to get off and go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I get 5 minutes off an hour, and I could accumulate the time.
Oh, so that's the rule from Guinness Books, is that you get 5 minutes every hour.
Yeah, but can you use the restroom in 5 minutes or take a shower? That's why.
Oh, yeah, you got to do all that stuff. Now, what do you have anything on the? I got to tell you something. Do you take Dramamine? Because just looking at you doing that is making me sick.
No, I don't take anything.
Do you ever carry anything in the? What is that? A cab? A car? In the cab with you?
Yeah, I have my bag right next to me. I have a draw poker and a blackjack machine, and I have a book and a AM/FM radio.
Uh-huh. Now, what happens? You're at the Orange County Fairgrounds, and what happens when the fairgrounds are open? Other people will be riding with you?
People will be allowed to ride with me when the fair starts July 9th.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Jeff, what do you get out of this?
Nothing.
Very good question and well put, Jeff.
Well, maybe we should go back to his bathroom habits again.
So, Jeff, you're just doing this as a personal best kind of record?
I guess so. Nostalgia, you know, because I did it 15 years ago, and it's 100th year anniversary of the wheel.
Jeff, do you have a wife or a girlfriend, or?
I have a girlfriend.
How does she feel about this?
She doesn't like the idea at all.
Causing problems in your relationship, if I can be so bold?
Nope. Not really.
Okay.
Well, I understand that they have actually scheduled a wedding on the Ferris wheel. Will you be a part of that?
No, I'll just be a spectator, just like everybody else.
We'll see if we can get some rice out to you so you can sort of throw rice to toast the happy young couple.
Jeff, thank you very much. We'd love to check back with you later. I'm getting a little dizzy now, so we're going to have to break off. But
okay.
Good luck to you.
Take care, everybody. Just come out and see me during the fair.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Jeff. We'll check in later on. Okay, Jeff.
Was it me, or were you doing?
I know, while we were watching him.
It was getting
you have to admit,
dizzy.
that is a little unusual. I mean,
okay, I'll admit it's a little unusual.
Jeff is out there and up there and going around even as we speak.
Big show today. We've got Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson's here. Remember her from the Back to the Future movies?
Yeah.
Now she's in this Dennis the Menace film, and she's playing Dennis's mom. So we're going to talk to her about that and what else she's got going on.
Also, MTV puts together this thing called, this is the second installment, called Real World, where they get 7 people from the ages of 18 to 24 to live in a house together in Venice, California, and they have cameras there the whole time.
Now, these are not actors. These are real kids. The last time they did it, I think they were in New York. This time they're going to be on the West Coast. And they follow them 24 hours a day. They have no privacy. And 3 of those kids from this documentary series from MTV are going to be with us today. Right now, let's get a preview from Sam Rubin, our entertainment reporter. Sam.
Hey, John and Lisa, that guy was on sabbatical, the guy on the Ferris wheel?
Yes.
From his senses. Out of his mind. Anyway, we have new movies to talk about. From Clint Eastwood and Tom Cruise, they're about to hit the theaters. We'll tell you how insiders expect Tom and Clint to battle each other at the box office. Plus, any fan of Delta Burke knows she's had huge battles on the set of Designing Women. Well, now Delta has made peace with the woman who originally made her a star. We'll tell you all about it. And there's no peace for Luke Perry with the trio of pets he's raising. We'll tell you all about the pet pickle Luke is in. That's when I join the two of you a little later with the latest entertainment news. And we'll just think about that dizzy guy, dizzy in every respect, I suppose, on the wheel.
Well, maybe we'll join him later, too, and see what's going on. Thanks, Sam.
All right.
Also on our show today, a woman who completely turned her life around. She was a wife, a mother, a professional, and had low self-esteem, and she really will surprise you at what she did to get out of that particular...
And she's in Playboy now, right?
She is in...
So I finished that story for
There's a tease for you. We'll be back with all of it for you. Stick around. Good show.
Tomorrow on John and Leeza, she's led the police to find missing children. See what's on the mind of Shar, the incredible psychic.
Let's not unpack. Do it tomorrow. I wish we were still in Vienna. Me too. Here, this will take you back. Chocolate. This reminds me of the coffee that we had that night.
Viennese Chocolate Cafe, rich coffee with a touch of luscious chocolate.
That was my favorite night in Vienna, but we never went out.
Celebrate the moments of your From General Foods International Coffees.
Any tear-free shampoo is okay for your baby. Not my baby.
Just because a shampoo claims to be tearless, that doesn't mean it has Johnson's patented No More Tears formula. It's as gentle to eyes as pure water. No wonder more hospitals use it.
There we go. Yeah.
Johnson's Baby Shampoo. Because your baby is all that matters.
So, you want to save on long distance? What a pain. Restrictions on times of day, area codes, calling circles, and there's no guarantee you'll save. Except with the Most. It's like a 1 billion megabyte brain at Sprint. It figures out who you call the most and guarantees you savings every month. 1 month, your best friend in Alaska. Next month, your new best friend in Lahaina. Isn't science wonderful?
Now get $50 free long distance with the Most, only from Sprint.
Double, double your refreshment.
So refreshing.
Double, double your enjoyment. Oh, no single gum, double brush until now. Like double mint gum. There's no single gum like it.
Having a tough time with pork chops? Shake and Bake makes plump, juicy pork chops your whole family will love. Why fry? Shake and Bake.
$20,000 video entries were submitted for the part of Dennis the Menace.
I know this is hard to believe, but I actually looked like Dennis the Menace when I was a kid.
You still look like Dennis the Menace. What are you talking?
Gee, Mr. Wilson.
Don't sound like him, though. After gaining worldwide fame in Back to the Future as Michael J. Fox's mom, our next guest took some time off to raise her own daughter.
Well, now she's back as another movie mother. But did real-life situation prepare Leah Thompson to deal with a menace named Dennis? Let's take a look.
Hi. Did you shoot an aspirin into Mr. Wilson's mouth?
Oh,
I don't want him to bite off my fingers with his big fake teeth. Those things are sharp.
George said Dennis shot an aspirin in his mouth with a slingshot.
What slingshot?
Do you have a slingshot?
I'm not sure.
Give it to me.
Mr. Wilson is very angry with you.
I thought he was sick. I was only trying to help.
You go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
For how long?
Until you're sorry.
Oh, good. I'm sorry now.
Won't you please welcome Leah Thompson?
Hi, Leah. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Leah, how you doing?
Have a seat.
Steve. That Dennis the Menace. I mean, how many kids did we say they looked at? 200,000 or something?
20,000.
Oh, he's amazing, though.
Yeah, we had a huge room full of videotapes that they kept there. They didn't know what to do with them. All Dennis the Menace kids.
So you've seen the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think?
It's very funny. Walter Matthau is so brilliant. He's such a great comedian. It's like, it's just wonderful to watch him. He's got such a squishy face and all.
Didn't you take your daughter to see this, to the premiere?
Yeah, I did. She's only 2.
Right.
Right. She already has a crush on Dennis the Menace. She goes, Dennis the Menace is so cute.
Aww.
Where's Dennis the Menace? So we're watching the movie, and it's all Dennis the Menace. That's fine. And then it comes to a scene of mine, you know, and I'm like, honey, it's Mom's scene. She goes, where's Dennis the Menace? And I was so mortified. I had to take her out of the theater.
This is in the premiere?
Yeah, this is the premiere with all the people from the movie industry and everything.
Love you, Mom, but let's get Dennis back on.
Yeah. I see enough of you. Where's the cute boy?
Didn't you take a couple? You did take a couple years off, though, to be with her.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to get it together. You know, it's so overwhelming when you're first a mom. I just couldn't figure out how to go back to work. And this was a great movie because I'm kind of dealing with the same thing in the movie because I'm just going back to work for the first time and I have to find someone to babysit Dennis. So it was great. It was like
there.
Life imitates art, you know.
Now, I was reading that you took some of your gestures as the mom from the actual comic strip. Is that right?
Well, you know, I went straight to the literature to get my character.
There you go.
And yeah, she does, yeah, like that. She does cross her arms and she touches her face, and some of the little ways she acted, I just tried to get it from there, from Hank Ketchum directly, not from the TV show, because I didn't want to watch another actress, you know, and try to imitate her.
Now, are you one of those actresses who stays in character even when you're home, when you're off the set?
Kind of, I do. It's strange. It comes over me in strange ways, like the way I dress and the way I walk, you know, because walking in high heels and walking in combat boots are completely different things, you know. Well,
there is that.
So, you know, depending upon the character, I have to feel comfortable in that, or, you know, depending on the accent that I'm trying to do, I try to keep that, but, you know, sensibly, you know.
It's kind of confusing for your husband, though, I guess.
Yeah, and my baby. But, you know, and I also change my hair color every, I don't know, a couple of months. And my baby doesn't seem to notice very much, but I think it must be confusing.
Not just an occupational hazard, though.
No, I know.
The rest of us go through that, too.
I know.
What is the actor's name who plays Dennis?
Mason Gamble.
Mason. Now, I saw you do an interview, Leeza, with him, and this kid was everywhere at once.
I was a wreck. I was absolutely a wreck. I had to, like, go home and calm down.
I know. I know.
Is it tough acting with that?
Well, it's just so hard to get anybody to look at you because he's just so energetic. And there's dogs in the movie and everything. It was pretty hard. I had to really be blonde so somebody would look at me. I don't know. He's very alive in the moment, which is something you strive for as an actor. And he's very, he's smelling and he's seeing and he's bouncing off the walls, so you have to be really awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Aren't you in the big Beverly Hillbillies movie that's coming up?
Yeah, yeah.
What are you?
I'm
which one are you?
We should go back to the Ferris wheel guy now. Ask him.
Everybody looks down at me and goes, "You're not Ellie Mae, are you?"
I did ask that. I said, is she playing Ellie Mae?
No, I'm a bad guy. So it's a really nice contrast from this movie. I'm real evil, sexy, vamp villain.
A vamp?
Yeah.
What
with Rob
fun.
Schneider, yeah. It's hilarious.
Well, we're big Beverly Hillbillies fans.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's really funny.
Well, good luck with both those projects.
Yeah, here's something great. We can take the family to go see Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, yeah. It's really nice to bring your kids to, and it's really funny. I think people will laugh a lot. So.
Leah, thanks for being here today.
Thanks.
I love your show.
Thank you. Thanks.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
We'll take
Leah
a break.
Thompson.
Be right back.
Still to come, why Clint Eastwood is laying low. Stick with us.
You want the best for your kids. My parents did. My kids will want the best for their kids. Even with something as simple as a snack. I feel great about giving my son new Simply Kudos. And he feels great about eating it, believe me. With its whole grains and crispy rice. Plus it's got honey and almonds, too. He loves the way it tastes. I don't always agree with him, but on that, I do. New 100-calorie Simply Kudos. See how delicious, nutritious can be.
In the race for a better diaper, Huggies has taken a commanding lead over the competition with the revolutionary Ultra Trim diaper. Its trim design lets a runner move swiftly and easily because it's nearly 50% thinner than the other leading diaper. And Huggies Ultra Trim is incredibly absorbent, so it protects against leaks like no diaper ever before. And Huggies Ultra Trim sets a new record for thinness with great leakage protection.
Well, I wish I could stick my teeth into one right now.
So what are we waiting for?
A piece of toast is not going to satisfy me. This is what I was craving.
Me too. It's crispy on the outside.
And they're all warm and chewy inside?
It's what cream cheese was invented for.
And imagine, only 2 grams of fat.
They're delicious.
So, enjoy. My Lender's Bagels. First you crave, then you rave.
Hey, Murray. Thanks.
Wow, it was a special feeling. I loved it right away.
Arm & Hammer Dental Care. What's it like the first time?
Like a burst of clean. My mouth felt so clean and so healthy that it was just like leaving the dentist's office.
That fresh from the dentist feeling. It's because Arm & Hammer has twice the baking soda of any other major brand and all the cavity-fighting fluoride dentists recommend.
Now I get that fresh from the dentist feeling every single time I brush.
Arm & Hammer Dental Care. All the fluoride, twice the baking soda for that fresh from the dentist feeling of clean.
Hey, moms, how much fun can you give your kids for a quarter? One little quarter buys a whole lot of fun when you're talking Kool-Aid. 15 flavors, like Chocoberry Finn. And Kool-Aid points kids save for fun stuff. Oh, yeah. There's vitamin C. And all those fruity flavors leave everybody smiling. Kool-Aid soft drink mix. You really get your quarter's worth.
He's hot. He's adorable. He's gorgeous. He's the perfect man, except for one thing. He's in love with someone else.
I've got hopes. I've got dreams.
And you're in love with both.
Days of Our Lives, NBC Daytime. It's getting good.
Loves me. Loves me not.
Tonight, a cold shoulder leads to temptation.
How about a celebration?
Sure, why not?
How far will he go? A Tempting Sisters, tonight after Seinfeld.
Our next guest certainly has a fascinating story to tell because she's a woman who thought that she had a weight problem, thought that she was rather frumpy, was unhappy with her situation, and completely turned it around. She went from being a nurse to a comic strip heroine with a stop in Playboy along the way. This is one of those incredible stories of someone who thought she'd lost touch with the woman side of herself, but no more.
Please welcome Susie Flaxen Owens.
Thank you.
This is, you know, we've been talking about this story all morning, and
it's complicated.
It is a complicated story.
It's very complicated, I know.
And here is the comic book. Now, tell us how you ended up as the figure on this comic book.
Well, okay, quickly, the nurse picture that we just shown, that's the one that gets the most attention. But the way the book started was I was just a customer at Golden Apple Comics on Melrose in L.A., which is like the coolest comic book store, and I was living in L.A. just shopping there. And as you can see, they have a logo. And Bill Leibowitz kept saying, "You look like our logo." I'm like, "So what?" You know? And he said, "No, we should bring the logo to life." And I said, "What am I going to do, walk around your store in a costume? I'm 33 years old." So he said, "Well, what bright ideas do you have?" I said, "A comic book." I said, "My life could make a comic book." Bingo.
Take us back, though, Susie, if you will. Let's go back to when you were the nurse and you have a child at home. What was your life like at that time?
It was very good, and that's the thing about the picture. I don't want women to think that I was so severely unhappy then. It was just a time in my life where I had a baby and an RN degree about the same time, so everything was great. But I went through this thing where I cut my hair off, and I just thought, oh, with a baby, life's going to be over. I don't have any time. I mean, you know, you have children, you know. Well, then I ended up with a baby that I gained 60 pounds during pregnancy, and my baby didn't weigh 60 pounds. She only weighed like 6 pounds.
And guess what? It wasn't, the weight didn't go away.
No, and it's not that I was uncomfortable totally with my looks. I didn't feel good. I wasn't as energetic, and I was a busy mom. So I did it's like a physical and mental transformation I went through, not just a physical thing. They're both together.
What caused you to make the transformation?
Well, gosh, I looked different, obviously. I just was uncomfortable, and I thought, you know, come on, you're 27, and this isn't the way you want to be. It isn't. And so I just started. I mean, it's very difficult for women just to jump into a fitness program. They don't know what to do, and women's bodies are pretty complicated as well. So I just started, and that's the main thing I want to tell women is you just have to start.
Yeah.
Same thing with the comic book. I'm not telling women to lose weight. I'm telling them if you read the story and something goes off in your head, listen to it.
Well, who reads this comic book?
Who is it for?
Well, the demographics of comic books are like age 15 to 35. But it's very nonviolent, and there's not, you know, the artwork isn't.
So is this something that little girls would read?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it might be something like as the mom you have to...
There's like a pin-up in there.
There's a fold-out, a clothed fold-out.
But a very sexy one. I mean, what is the message here for
Well, the thing that you have to realize with comic book heroines, I mean, this is how they dress. And to get my story out, this is what one of the things I had to do. Now, in the second book, that's going to be a special edition, she's going to give up, Susie Owens Flaxen is going to give up the costume and say, look, society put me in this, but I'm not going to wear it. I can be my own heroine and help other women without wearing the outfit. I can wear this.
It's ironic, though, isn't it, that as a woman, to get your message across, you feel some sort of onus on you to play the game and buy into the package.
But I don't, you guys, I don't not enjoy wearing that costume. It's fun. It really is. And children are the beauties with, oh, you don't scare me or something. To see a child react to it, I mean, but other people, I mean, we're adults. We react to things a little, sometimes like idiots. And that's just part of being an adult, I think. And you have to like, well, you know, stereotypes are easy now because the 90s are so fast that I think that we even stereotype like that now, very quick. And that doesn't mean as a woman I can't wear that. You know, if I want to wear it, I'll wear it. But to get my message across in the second book, I want to like get rid of the costume. Because I'm a nurse too, and I mean in white outfits they say things about women, don't they? They say things about nurses like we're dominating or something like that, and that we're really sexy in that little white outfit. So I'm just getting rid of every outfit I own. It's over.
I've never said that.
What about the Playboy centerfold?
Well, that Playboy was my deal. That's something I did for Susie. And it just so happens that that's something that some people agree with and some people don't, but that's pretty much over in my life, and, you know, I really don't want to keep doing that. Honestly, I don't recommend it for really young girls. I don't. You need to be a very strong individual to do that.
You have a teenage daughter.
15, a crazy, hormonal teenager. I have one.
What was her reaction to the Playboy thing?
Oh, I'm just mom, you know. She, oh, Mom, I could never do that kind of thing. But kids are so beautiful, they just let things go.
Yeah, but what about, I mean, her friends at school? Do they have any reaction there?
I think, yeah, they did a little bit, but you know what she told me? She goes, Mom, kids say anything regardless. Whether your mom does this, whether your mom does that, they're going to say something about your mom sometime. So. Are
we likely to see a movie based on all of this?
Well, they're talking about it. Wow.
How amazing is this?
It's pretty amazing, but I lived it, so sometimes I'm like, is it really that amazing?
Does this character
then
have
I think, yeah, it is.
Trust me on this, Susie.
Well, we've got like a trading card set coming out and a flaxen statue. Like, so everything is like really, I don't even have an agent or a manager. We did this voila by myself and with my partner. So, like, what am I doing in Hollywood? Where am I?
Oh, trust me, you fit right in.
Do I really?
Before you go, you have any questions for the Ferris wheel guy, or should we?
Well, like, how does he go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we got the answer.
I'm a nurse. I have remedies for that.
You can help Jeff out on that score.
Susie, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, best of luck with everything in the future, too.
Back soon. Sam Rubin is next with the latest entertainment report. Stay with us.
Monday, the guy who takes a whoopee cushion everywhere he goes. Leslie Nielsen on John and Leeza from Hollywood.
It's a daddy thing, a Katie thing, a low sugar start the day thing. It's a good thing there's Cheerios. Oh, a whole grain oat thing, a float thing. A good thing there's Cheerios. Oh, nutritious, delicious, that's what it brings. Together and forever thing. It's a fun thing, a done thing. It's a good thing there's Cheerios.
I'm sorry, Billy. There's just no room for hot shot basketball, crocodile dentist, battleship memory, Connect 4, Guess Who, Yahtzee, Perfection, Trouble, or Shark Attack.
Well, then I'm not going.
Don't worry. Bring along Milton Bradley Travel Games. Compact versions of your kids' favorite games like Crocodile Dentist and Hot Shot Basketball. They're perfect on the road and when you get there.
Yeah!
Leaving more room for souvenirs.
Look at this!
No, Billy. Mr. Iguana stays.
Milton Bradley Travel Games. It's fun on the run.
Big face, fellas! Are your best buddies trying to tell you something? Yes, Dentine freshens your breath and makes your mouth taste clean, not sweet. So brush your breath clean with sweet-tasting Dentine.
Breathe! Breathe!
Cute. Are people everywhere trying to tell you something? Yes, Dentine freshens your breath and makes your mouth taste clean, not sweet. So brush your breath clean with great-tasting Dentine.
You say your eyes are red, irritated, dry? Don't hide them. Help them with Clear Eyes. It gets rid of the redness and has an extra moisturizing ingredient, too. Clear Eyes. And for allergies and colds, Clear Eyes ACR.
What makes everything so whip-smacking? Lip-smacking. Ah, good. Cool Whip's the one with that whipped creamy taste. Cool Whip's the one.
You've seen the Jenny Craig imitators. They stock a frozen food case with low-calorie entrees and call themselves a weight loss program. If all it took to lose weight was frozen lasagna, the world would be a lot thinner place. What does work is what we offer: nutritious meal plans, one-on-one counseling, and learning how to manage your weight long-term. You can't get that in the supermarket.
Call the Connection today and discover the Jenny Craig program. Join now and lose all the weight you want for just $1 a pound.
What I always used to hate to hear was, you have such a pretty face. And I was 36 years old and at least 100 pounds overweight. I chose Jenny Craig because of the personal counseling. There are things that you just don't want to share with the group. Carol is the greatest. She was so motivational. She said, call me anytime. And if I hadn't had the personal counseling, I don't know if I'd be sitting here now.
Call now and lose all you want for just $1 a pound. Pick up the phone and call the Connection at 922-9000.
Looks bored out of his mind on that Ferris wheel.
Chef Block riding that Ferris wheel in Orange County looking for that record. Yeah.
Oh.
Sam Rubin is here with big news that extends from Hollywood all the way to Washington, D.C.
That's right, John and Leeza. You know, we've heard so much about Harry and Linda Bloodworth Thomason, the friends of the Clintons, who were involved with the inauguration. But, of course, what they're really known for is their work as big shot TV producers, a whole bunch of shows, including Designing Women. And now something has happened with Linda and one of the Designing Women.
Well, I heard that she's going to do this series that's based in Washington. Is that true?
That's right. She says as her kind of her revenge for being not terribly well treated by the press and whatnot. She's going to have a sitcom based in Washington, D.C., and, you know, they're real insiders now, the Thomasons, and expose a lot of the foibles that have been going on in Washington.
Capital women.
And not only that, this is kind of the big headline. Linda Bloodworth Thomason has surprised everyone, because as anyone who's followed the behind-the-scenes battles knows, Delta Burke had huge fights with Linda Bloodworth Thomason and Harry. The battle royales were so massive that Delta finally left the show Designing Women, and the Thomasons were saying they thought that Delta had lost her mind. Well, maybe Delta has found her mind now, or at least a significant change of heart the way we hear it. Delta Burke and Linda have made up. Every sitcom star knows they need the writer who's best suited for them in their corner. And Delta, who died on the air last year in an ABC sitcom, has finally patched up her problems with Linda, and that means that Linda may well put Delta back on the air in one of her existing shows or a brand new one. Certainly having the old Delta back aligned with the Southern writer who really knows her best is good news all around. Good news now if you're a fan of Luke Perry. Who doesn't desire Luke Perry? Well, I don't, but lots of Beverly Hills 90210 fans sure do. And perhaps what endears Luke to many of his fans is his affection for animals, including his pet pot-bellied pig, or should I say pigs. Luke has a trio of fine swine pals now, 3 of them, and that means he has to get a special city permit to keep the critters at home. Luke's on location filming a new movie, but Luke's ever-ready real estate agent is making sure the proper papers are filed so Luke's loved ones, that's 3 not-so-little pigs, can still call Luke's pad their home. And sitting at his home with a gaggle of Oscars, certainly there's no more popular star at the moment than Clint Eastwood. And Clint has a new thriller coming out very soon. It's called In the Line of Fire. It may well be In the Line of Fire from another box office giant, Tom Cruise, who also has a nail-biter, the film version of The Firm. That comes out next week. Now, how does Clint hope to triumph in the battle of the box office? By laying low. Clint says he'll do no major television or print interviews. Instead, he hopes that the film, which has terrific advanced word of mouth, will do the talking for him. Now, Clint's co-stars are less the silent types. They'll blab to dozens of reporters who plan to interview them at a big press junket this weekend, a press fest that Clint himself won't be attending, and you know, with somebody as big right now as Clint Eastwood, probably doesn't have to.
No, and he doesn't enjoy that. You know, it's no secret that it's not his favorite
I think
thing.
he feels awkward about that. Something like The Unforgiven, I think he was very happy to talk about because he had such a pride in the film. Although everybody says that In the Line of Fire and The Firm both, the word on the both is really, really good. I wonder which will do better than the other.
By the way, that Luke Perry thing brings up his Biggest Secrets book. Did you know that, did you know that Spam, speaking of the potbelly, Spam was invented back in 1937?
I wanted to know that, but I didn't know.
You needed to know it too, Sam.
Yeah, pork shoulders in the Spam.
Really?
All that stuff's right in here.
That's a big secret.
Not only that, but aren't there lymph nodes?
No, that's in
I'm sorry, but it was just...
The Carmelita pork chorizo has tongues, salivary glands.
That's like Carmelita pork or Carmelita Pope?
Carmelita pork chorizo has salivary glands and lymph nodes in it.
I see.
All kinds of things to ask one of our next guests.
read.
We're going to get to that in a minute, but up next, we're going to meet 3 of the young people from MTV's Real World. So don't go away.
Stay with us.
Tina Turner was born Anna Mae Bullock in Nutbush, Tennessee.
It's new, and it's extraordinary, and it's gonna make you feel like you've never felt before. It's herbs and it's spices, and you'll know it the moment it touches your lips. It's chamomile, cinnamon, rose hips, and hibiscus to soothe your body and revive your spirit. It's new Nestea instant herb iced tea. It's everything you've been thirsting for, so come on and taste the plunge.
Doesn't it feel dandy? Doesn't it feel dandy? Doesn't it feel lacy? Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
A huge sandal and canvas shoe sale? Get thee to a Payless and step on it.
Doesn't it feel breezy? Doesn't it feel easy? Doesn't it feel racy? Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
A rainbow of canvas shoes and sandals, just $4.99, 2 for $9. I feel good.
Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
I'm not gonna cry no more, no more. I'm not gonna cry no more. I'm feeling blue, but I'm good and new, and I'm not gonna cry no more.
New Johnson's, no more ouchies, no more itchies, no more burn, and no more germies. They make all kinds of kid problems all better fast. And what kid couldn't use that?
Not gonna no more. I'm not gonna no more, no more. I'm not gonna no more.
New Johnson's, no more ouchies, itchies, burn, and germies. Nobody knows all better than Johnson & Johnson.
Clean's a big thing, physically and mentally.
When your body feels cleaner, a little help from Summer's Eve, and I'm back to me. Your body feels fresher, more like you.
The sooner I can feel that way, the better.
That's the whole idea behind Summer's Eve, the first disposable douche. Formulated to work with your body's own cleansing process, so you can feel cleaner faster. I feel good, inside and out.
Cleaner, fresher, naturally better.
Summer's Eve, for the clean that's more like you.
Today's medical assistant is a critical part of the medical office team by assisting the physician in the examination room, performing laboratory procedures, and receiving those special rewards that come from making a difference.
For medical assistant training approved by the American Medical Association, call Lakeland Medical Dental Academy at 827-5656, 827-5656.
Next week, how supermodel Kathy Ireland keeps fit, how Aaron Neville sings the blues, and how Fabio is Fabio.
MTV's first The Real World experiment was based on the idea that if you took 7 very different strangers, put them all under one roof, and had cameras rolling virtually every minute of their lives for 6 months, they'd all go crazy. No, people would watch to see what happened.
And you know what they did? MTV was right the first time. And tonight at 10, they're going to introduce us to a brand new group as they prepare for a cross-country trip to become roommates here in California.
I didn't know who I was going to meet. I'm Dominic. Please meet you, Harry.
We're driving cross-country. That's something I never thought I would do.
John, being the third party, was a little shocked. He opened the door going, "Yeehaw, come on in."
I could kind of tell they weren't expecting a black girl to walk through the door. I mean, I got a lot of double takes.
My son got in a motorhome with 2 people like y'all and drove off. I might be crying, too. To me and to my parents, they were strange.
Bigoted, narrow-minded, country singers.
Such a bigot, aren't I?
You don't call somebody trash.
I didn't call you trash.
Yes, you did.
We're just 3 different personalities.
No kidding.
From MTV's The Real World, please welcome Dominic, Tammy, and John.
How you doing?
Hi, Tammy. Hi, John.
Hi, John. Welcome. No kidding, you are 3 different deals here. How did they pick you guys? How did you get this assignment?
With me, it was just an advertisement in a newspaper. Filled it in and did a couple of interviews. Very simple.
Yeah, a friend of mine, a coworker of mine, was actually auditioning, and she brought an application to me, and I filled it out, and it
just thought it seemed like an exciting thing to do.
A cool idea, yeah.
Free rent at the beach for 5 months.
So Venice Beach is where you were, right?
Yeah.
In a house, 5 bedrooms, is that right?
No, 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms, right.
3 bedrooms for all of you.
And 7 of you in there. How many cameras?
Too many. It got up to 4 crews at a time.
Rolling 24 hours a day.
Well, the way it works is there's monitors in the house, and they're relayed to another room, and then they decide if they want to send cameras up.
This is a real soap opera, is what it is. And you guys, your privacy is gone. Forget it. That's history.
You ain't kidding.
Pretty much.
They took the doors off of the bedroom.
Yeah, we had no doors. The only doors were to the bathrooms, actually.
That's nice.
So we found ourselves going, get away from me, I'm going to the bathroom.
I bet.
Spent a lot of time in the bathroom.
And what were the rules? You had to spend the night every night there?
Yeah, you were expected to live there 7 nights a week. Don't speak to the crew. What else?
All phone conversations were tapped.
Basically, our life is theirs. You know, we signed it away, yeah.
John, you were flipped out, weren't you?
I was overwhelmed by a lot of changes I went through. L.A., leaving home, and then exposed to new different types of people I'd never been exposed to.
John, where are you from?
I'm from Owensboro, Kentucky.
Okay, and Dominic?
I'm from Dublin, Ireland.
So you couldn't be any different.
Not really.
No.
Now, you know, you're young people. You must have romantic relationships in your life.
We did.
We did.
And you mean until this thing?
Before January, I planned. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because this would kind of put a cramp on your sex life, wouldn't it?
It put a severe dent in our sex life. Well, believe me. What it was, there was 2 bathrooms with doors and a confessional room where you go in and talk.
Confessional room?
Confessional room where you go in and talk to the camera on your own. But we had control of that camera. So that was one room we could escape to as well.
What is the worst thing that happened to you, John?
The worst thing that happened to me was I really didn't know what to expect coming into the situation. And I'd never even seen the previous series of shows, so I'm not even familiar with it at all. And very defensive, I think, about who I was and what are they gonna, what are my roommates gonna think of me. And I think, just the worst thing was at first, we didn't really get along all that well.
Wait, were you fighting?
At first, remarks that would not necessarily mean to be offensively became offensive, and we didn't really understand each other at first.
Now, did any of the 3 of you have relationships with the opposite sex before you got into this?
Yeah.
Tammy, what about
a boyfriend. I no longer have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend.
Did this pretty much...
being the operative word.
Did this destroy the relationship?
Pretty much. He didn't want to be around the cameras, and he kind of presented me with an ultimatum of, if you're going to do this, I can't deal with it, that whole thing, so we're not together.
So you said your history.
Yeah,
because you obviously felt this was important for what,
it was important
a growth
to me.
experience?
A self-improvement thing for me was why I initially came into this. And for him to present me with something like that and not understand where I was coming from bothered me. So gave him the boot. This one here.
Good for you. Good for you. Did you feel it was a self-improvement thing, or did you feel it just destroyed your life for 6 months?
No, I mean, to me it was just an adventure because we never knew what was going to happen. I did it purely for the adventure and the excitement of it all.
Were you paid?
They paid room and board.
And that's it.
4 levels on the beach. Great gig.
Important question. Would you do it again, John?
I would do it again, because I feel like I've gotten a whole lot out of it.
What did you get out of it?
For me, I got to experience California, and there was a point in my life where I didn't want to be in school anymore, and, it was an opportunity for exposure, being a musician, and I got a lot out of it.
You're not dressing like Dominic these days, though, are you?
No, I don't.
Actually, I left my cowboy hat.
What kinds of stuff did you fight about?
Well, it seemed like to me we fought about little petty things, and a lot of times we were more interested in the principle of the things than actually what we were fighting about.
Any bathroom problems? I see Tammy nodding like that.
No bathroom problems, not too much. Only when Dominic was in there with a chick, I couldn't get in.
Dominic had himself locked in the bathroom with a girl. Way to go, Dominic.
That's all I could do.
Well, your privacy is over forever, and I guess we'll get to share your experiences starting tonight
10 o'clock.
on MTV.
Yeah.
And if you miss it, it's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Plug the hell out of that, baby.
There you go. Sell it. You never know what you might get from this. What a pleasure to meet you all.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks for coming,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Good luck to you.
We're going to tell you where to find the answers to the world's biggest secrets when we get back.
Be right back.
Monday, cover the kids' eyes. We've got the sexiest commercials from around the world on John and Leeza from Hollywood.
Ships ahoy!
Wow! It's where you had nicknames, attitudes, all-night talks, and part-time jobs. And since you left, it's the area code most of your calls go back to. Call AT&T now, and you could pay less for them. Spend $40 or more a month, we'll take 25% off your favorite area code, plus 15% off your other calls, guaranteed, with no fee. But you have to call 1-800-426-4752. Real savings made simple. Just another part of the I-Plan.
The Big Dipper isn't the only dipper out tonight. Just look at the Lake and the High Astronomy Club dipping new KFC popcorn chicken. The pieces are now bigger and meatier, and they come with a choice of delicious sauces, perfect for dipping.
Meteor!
They certainly are.
Bigger, meatier KFC popcorn chicken back for a limited time. Regular $1.99, large $5.99.
Any deodorant is fine if grass grows under your feet. But movers and shakers need clinically proven Lady Speed Stick antiperspirant. It's maximum protection against wetness and odor. Clinically proven for movers and shakers. Lady Speed Stick.
So you think your dishes are clean, do you? Look closer.
Rinse water can redeposit detergent and food particles on your dishes.
Unless you use new Jet Dry to help rinse them away.
New Jet Dry for shiny, clean dishes.
A promotional fee has been paid for by American Greetings Corporation. American Greetings, the thought that counts.
You know, there's just a lot of stuff out there that you're not really supposed to know. Isn't that true? Maybe it's like dangerous information. Stuff is censored, but not to us.
This book, Biggest Secrets, this is William Poundstone's third book. And please welcome our guy, William Poundstone, who is, thanks for being here. Yeah. I've been fascinated by this book all day. We did some stuff at the top of the show. I still love the mystery meat chapter. Yes, what is in, what is in all these meats like Spam or Underwood deviled ham, and of course the Carmelita, my favorite, the Carmelita pork chorizo with tongues, salivary glands, and lymph nodes of pigs.
Believe me,
but no sugar.
No sugar.
But no sugar. Yeah. All the rest of these things have sugar. How do you find out this stuff?
In that case, I actually got to go to the plant, and they told me no journalist had been there in a long time.
Wow.
It was quite an experience. Yeah. It did make me want to go home and cook up some of the stuff.
What is it with you? I mean, why?
What is it with you?
What is
make our guests feel comfortable, Leeza.
I mean, why do you have this fascination with secret stuff?
I think it comes from having been a really obnoxious child. That's the only explanation I can think of.
You got a good answer.
Yeah, see?
I mean, I was the kid on the playground who wanted to find out the secrets, and of course the fun thing is telling the secrets. But these books seem to have really struck a chord in the American public, because even as supposedly mature adults, it is kind of fun to find out what people don't want you to know.
Well, when I got this earlier today, I look at this thing and I go, what are we doing this for? Look at this thing, and then I open it up. So why would somebody buy a book like this? And then I'm walking around the set going, did you know that Spam was invented in 1937? People are like, no, John, get out of my face. But do the watches thing.
Yes. This is, I hate to talk conspiracy here, but I swear to you, if you will look in today's morning paper, a glossy magazine, 98% of the watches you see in ads are going to show the time 10:10. Now, it's whether it's a Timex, whether it's a Rolex, a Mickey Mouse watch, 10:10. The only way to get to the bottom of it, I figured I would actually make some phone calls, find the guys who actually took the photographs. They told me there is a logical reason for it. They found that they want all the watches in the ad to have the same time, otherwise it looks like the watches are broken. And of the various standard times they might use, like 12 noon, the hands would be covering the logo, and of course the advertiser doesn't want that. So they've found the 1010, there's enough room to read the logo, and it's just generally the most aesthetic.
But they're even doing it with the digital watches.
Because they may appear in the same ad, so again, it has to be
I'm trying to decide who has more fun in life. Our pal here or the Ferris wheel guy?
Or the Ferris wheel guy. It's a toss-up. I think it is definitely a toss-up.
Now, it's possible to get a copy of
But I get to go to the bathroom, you understand?
Good
A
line.
distinct advantage.
I meant that only lovingly. You can get a copy of anybody's birth certificate, is that right?
It's incredible. I actually got a fairly nice collection of famous people's birth certificates.
And you tell how to do that in this book?
See, this is a scary thing.
Yeah.
Who you got? Who do you have here?
Okay, I started here. Diana Ross, if you see various biographical things, they never really say, she doesn't say when she was born. It's actually 1944.
Ooh, the publicists are dying now watching this.
A lot of people hate me. This is Prince, who of course has been very secretive about his early years.
Excuse me, this is Prince?
Prince Roger Nelson. Of course, now he has that symbol.
Now he's got the symbol, so that would be a bit more difficult to find out.
1958 turns 35.
Surprised it wasn't purple.
Now, wait a minute. Okay.
And here's the one that's really going to get me in trouble.
Frank Sinatra.
I can't believe
December 12th, 1915.
So 78 this year.
Right.
And looks awful good, Frank.
Now you have Play-Doh here.
Yes.
Why?
Okay. This may not seem, the formula for Play-Doh may not seem like the formula for the neutron bomb, but the Kenner Company takes it very seriously. Of course, they're not required to list any of the ingredients on the label because it's not food. Of course, if you've got kids around the house, you know this is a popular between-meal treat.
It certainly is.
So I figured it would be interesting to see what's in there. It's 97% a flour water dough to which they add kerosene. Now, that keeps it nice and soft and moldable. It's also what gives it that distinctive, inimitable Play-Doh aroma.
What makes it so darn chewy, though?
That's a good question.
And why does it dry out?
Well, they add some alum and borax in there so that you can make these handsome ashtrays and mugs out of it.
Keepsakes.
Yes. Also so that they kill bacteria, because otherwise Play-Doh would probably be sourdough by the time you got it home if they didn't put that in there.
Well, stay right there. We want to get some more secrets for you.
Oh.
Because I know
and for you.
You even know about the Rob Lowe sex tapes.
Yes.
And some secrets on Siegfried and Roy. It's amazing.
I did not know that.
See there in the book. We're going to be right back.
Tomorrow, let's all take a little break together with John Tesh at the piano.
You've got your ranch dressing and your Italian. Ranch, Italian. Hey, want an exciting, different flavor for a change? Then try Kraft Catalina dressing. It's spicy and sweet. A tasty creation that's anything but ordinary. So even if you're a rancher or an Italian, you'll love the change to the spicy, sweet taste of Catalina.
In a city where outstanding restaurants come and go, the sign of the Dove has stood the test of time. So when Folgers wanted me to switch their crystals for our coffee, I put both our reputations on the line.
It's delicious.
It's rich. He wants another cup.
This is Folgers. I'm impressed.
This is terrific. Looks like both reputations are as good as ever.
Can I have more?
Maybe better.
Folgers Crystals. Coffee rich enough to be served in America's finest restaurants.
His eyes are so piercing.
A victim's hypnotic testimony.
Oh, no. No, please.
The only key to a kidnapper's identity.
What are you gonna do to me?
An unlikely pair join forces.
We work together to nail this guy, but I call the shots.
To stop him before he strikes again. This week on Another World, NBC Daytime.
Sunday, Don Johnson, Melanie Griffith, and Danny Glover honor Oprah Winfrey and other Americans who have made a difference. The Horatio Alger Awards, NBC Sunday.
Guests stay at the Century Plaza, offering the finest in luxury service in Southern California style. Adjacent to Beverly Hills on LA's fashionable west side, the Century Plaza Hotel and Tower.
We're back. You know, we've been talking to Bill Poundstone about all these secrets that he has. And in the book, you actually reveal how Siegfried and Roy turn a woman into a tiger.
Yes.
Which is fascinating.
And stuff we dare not say on television, of course.
Well, of course.
Yes.
And the thing that I find incredible is you can mail off to get your own copy of the Rob Lowe sex tapes, and you tell how.
It's very reasonable. I give the address in here. Yes.
But more importantly, we now know that Underwood Devil Ham has snouts in it. No, wait.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. That's Farmer John Liverwurst.
Yes.
Has a snout. So you were going to correct me, weren't you?
If you want snouts, you have to get the liver.
Snouts, livers, and skeletal meats.
If you're interested
right here
in snouts.
in this book. I also found it interesting that Norwegian salmon doesn't come from Norway?
No. According to the current FDA regulations, any salmon from anywhere can be sold as Norwegian salmon.
What a ripoff.
Yeah.
It really is. This is a fascinating book.
Yep.
Thank you.
Biggest Secrets by William Poundstone.
Well, thank you. It's been
Thanks
lots
for
of fun.
being here.
Thanks for being here. We're going to check in with our Ferris wheel guy. So we'll do that since we come back.
Monday, the naked truth about Leslie Nielsen and Sam Rubin with what went down over the weekend in Tinseltown. You know those first few days of a yeast infection? Forget it. The itching and irritation? Forget it. Now there's relief. The new Gynolotrimine combination pack is here. The big difference is this little tube of cream. It relieves the external itching and irritation, so now you can forget it. Plus 7 inserts for a fast cure, a cure that starts working on contact. If you're not getting relief, forget it. Get the new Gynolotrimine combination pack. The right cure is such a relief.
I've got the blues. The bathroom blues. My problem is, I don't have time to clean my bathroom bowl every day. But I want a strong cleaner that doesn't leave blue water in the bowl.
Well, Vanish has a clear solution. Vanish Clear Drop-Ins. Every flush releases tough detergents. Works like a bleach concentrate, but no bleach smell. The water's clear, so you see the clean.
Bye-bye blues.
Vanish Clear Drop-Ins. When clean really counts.
What's got into that cat?
Frisky.
What's got into that cat?
Great tasting Friskies, filled with energy-producing nutrients to bring out the frisky in your cat.
What's got into that cat?
Now introducing Frisky Senior, formulated for the special needs of cats 7 years and older.
It was my first serious dinner at his family's. There's so much food.
This is Greg's favorite dish.
And my first serious heartburn. And I learned some things.
Oh, no, these are different. Tums has calcium.
Most antacids don't. Of all these, the only one that helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need every day is Tums.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
Calcium-rich Tums.
I hit the floor at 9 a.m. and I'm going non-stop till we close. That's why I fix a dent and forget.
An all-night shift and 5 cups of coffee, no problem. Now I fix a dent and forget it.
Even in the hottest liquids, when other adhesives stop holding, Fix-A-Dent holds stronger and longer.
Why not?
Now that he switched to Fix-A-Dent, he can go from morning till night and still eat like that.
For the strongest, longest hold, Fix-A-Dent and forget it.
Jeff's still out there.
Good old Jeff Block riding that Ferris wheel, looking for the record. He's riding until July 25th.
Yeah, so if you're in the Orange County Fairgrounds, check it out. Tell Jeff we said hi.
Big show for you tomorrow. Angela Bassett's going to be here. She's in the Tina Turner film.
We're going to talk with Shar, the psychic, and have our People magazine preview for you.
Also, the comedy group, the Mommies, will be here.
And this guy is going to perform, so you definitely want to be here for it. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Take care, everybody.
Bye for now.